Yes, wonderful day. I am the wellness hero. My name is Brian, and this is spiritual stretching. And it is on Sunday, so we all have that S cube. Welcome, awesome. I am grateful and blessed. We are connecting for this live premiere broadcast on November 29, 2015. It is awesome. Create some beautiful sacred space. The spiritual stretching is really all about expanding our awesome etheric energy field that's around us. This is our beautiful life force. Oftentimes with yoga class and qigong and these different easing, breathing, connect to this energy and this spiritual force. Well, spiritual energy, soul energy is breathing in the balance, being in this awareness of this etheric energy, this vital life force energy that we are breathing and taking in, within, through, and around our body. For the etheric plane, or the etheric energy, is what supports the physical representation of who and what we are. So breathing is going to be a big, huge part of what we have going on. But I have just created some beautiful sacred space. We got some awesome vibrations going on within here. I have an awesome candle lit back here. I have a beautiful crystal. One of the coolest things before we get going is I utilize some essential oil, and this is by doTERRA. This is peppermint, and this beautiful peppermint is something that I rub a few drops on the back of my neck, and it does. Anything we put on the skin just gets immediately absorbed, and that doTERRA is very super organic in the way that it's very healthy and allows the muscles to create this ease and this flow. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to combine static and dynamic stretching. So with your right hand, stand up nice and straight. Let's take a nice deep breath. Awesome. Another one again. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Must feel this breath, must allow this flow, this life force to be in the now. Say, I am free for spiritual stretching. Yes, must say. Oh, hydration, my friends. You must pause the video. I have to go get mine. Woohoo! Yes, yes. Water, 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 water. Have your water with you. Stay hydrated, my friends. Thank you, water. That water is drinking in that beautiful life force, just like breathing in that air. So right now, have some space. Let's take our right hand. Let's just nice and easy with our spine. Be deep with that breath. Be expansive, and know as we are stretching that the breath is going to move the body and it's going to shift a little bit. Allow that to flow and realize that nothing has to stay truly still. So right hand on the left side of our head, gently pulling and elongating and stretching the muscles along our neck right here, allowing this shoulder to relax, pulling our elbow back and pitching our shoulder blades in the back, but opening this area, side of the neck, and taking some 3 nice, big, expansive breaths. And again, you can go in through the nose, out through the mouth, but really allow the shoulder blades in the back to be pulled. Allow the heart center to be open. Allow that breathing to be long. And after the third one, you're going to stay with this position, but we are going to expand it. And as I breathe out the third breath, I'm taking my left hand and putting it gently on my left shoulder. And now I'm going to do a huge elbow circle as I keep this nice stretch and breathing and noticing how the body changes. Noticing the neck, the shoulder girdle, keeping that heart center open, pulling the shoulder blades in the back, and reverse. Oh, opening up that shoulder, opening up that neck. I got things cracking and popping with me. Oh. And slowly release. Shake that on out. Typically with flexibility, with stretching, we're engaging that for a minimum of 30 seconds. So if you imagine taking like 6 deep breaths, that's typically what's going to be 30 seconds of an inhale and an exhale. So whatever we do on one side of the body, we're going to do the exact same thing to create balance and ease with the opposite side of the body. So right now we are taking our left hand, we're grabbing onto the right side of our head, gently pulling and getting our left ear closer to our left shoulder. Again, opening up that heart center, pulling in the back with our shoulder blades, standing nice and tall with our spine. And again, with our one shoulder, making sure that we're keeping that nice and low and down. And even with this hand, we can push down. But nice expansive breaths, opening up that shoulder, elbow. Stretching all the muscles right along here. Listening to your body, listening to your breath. Really forcing an exhale. Really taking that diaphragm and forcefully pulling all that air out of there. I am thankful. I am flexible. There is some spiritual wonder in my life force of my breath. One more big expansive breath before we add on an addition. Take that right hand, gently put that right hand right up on the right shoulder, and with that right elbow, making some nice expansive circles. Opening up those meridians, opening up those energy fields, allowing our chakras, allowing that life force to be expansive, and reverse. And drop that right hand. Wow, lots of warm energy and release through that. Yes, let's shake that on out. And a couple shoulder drops, like to create a little bit of ease. All right, next one up, we're basically going to go right onto this shoulder joint. If we look at flexibility and Sunday stretching, we can talk about the 13 joints on the kinematic chain. There are 13 joints because you have 6 of them on the left side of the body, starting down with the ankle, going knee, hip, all the way to our wrist, our elbow, our shoulder, and the same thing on the the opposite side of the body. But ultimately, the spine is the 13th joint, and going all the way up and down the spine, there's lots of vertebrae, lots of small little joints, but the main 13 joints. So shoulder for this one, and what we are going to do is put our hands straight up on above, nice tall spine. Take 2 deep breaths here. Notice how those lungs expand differently and our rib cage expands with that life force, that energy, that spirituality that you are. And as you fill up with a third and final breath, drop that left hand, and we are going to take that right hand and on the left wrist. Very important. Let's put that elbow directly behind the head. We are going to tug, so taking that right hand and pulling on that left arm, nice tall spine, pinching those shoulder blades in the back, dropping the shoulders, nice and expansive breathing, and opening up that left shoulder, really left side of the body, but standing up nice and tall, using that head of the top of the spine to push back onto that left elbow. Opening up the heart, breathing out, and releasing. 2 more times. Oh. Last one. Expansive breaths. Yes, flexibility takes physical time. Loving that life force. Loving that release. And gently allow All the way down again. Shake it. Keep it loose. Keep it loose. Yes. And opposite side. So again, our hands right out over the top of our head. Dropping that right hand this time. And now with our left hand, grabbing onto our right wrist. Positioning our elbow right behind our head. Nice tall with our spine. Taking that left hand, pulling it on our right wrist. Nice tall with the posture, using your ribs to expand. Inhale. Oh, filling up all those areas. Release any shoulder tension. Nice and pulling back with those shoulder blades in the back. Expanding that heart. Feel that life force with the breath flow within, through, and around you. Forcefully exhaling. Two more big breaths. Creating the ease, being in the now. Expanding that life force. Woo-hoo, feels so good. I got a lot going on through my wrist and my right shoulder right now. And slowly release and keep it loose. Yes. Get some water, my friends. Woo-hoo. All right. So going on with this whole shoulder girdle, always opening our heart expansive. Again, pulling back with those shoulder blades and really allowing that neck to be nice and tall. That spine to be elongated and the diaphragm just pulling up and the lungs are opening and closing. So really we have all these expansive movements, but it's always about your posture. It's always about your alignment. And right now, we are going to simply align. We're going to put our hands heart center, and during this, it's going to be very active. We're going to be pulling our shoulders back. We're going to be lowering our shoulders. Elbows are going to be going back. We're going to be standing nice and tall and opening our heart center, but all the time, just small adjustments with the breath. And we're really just elongating the spine, so it's a active, static kind of movement with that. Hands heart center. Expansive with the breath. The breathing guides this stretching. And then, once you have your nice tall spine from a few breaths, lowering the shoulders, pulling the elbows back with the shoulder blades, opening the heart, we bring our hands gently straight on out to the side. With our hands straight on out to the side, we are going to open our hands. Let me slide over left. We are going to open our hands and reach on back. So right now, shoulder blades are being pulled open in the back. Heart's being opened to the front. Fingers are reaching towards the back equally on both sides. Notice the amazing sensations that go on and open up right through the chest, all the way through the bicep. You may feel a lot in your elbow or even in your forearm. You have to be gentle as we reach on back and try to grab behind us. But again, nice tall with the spine, easy with the neck, expansive with the breath. You are making a big human T. Open that heart, relax the shoulders, feel the fingers get farther and farther apart. The lungs help support opening these energy centers. Feel the flow. Feel the stretch. Be in the know. Be in the now. Yes, my friends. Oh, this feels so good. Two more breaths. Use that breath as your power. Last time. Breathing in that life force. Opening up your posture. And releasing no longer what serves you. Whoa, drop those arms. Woo-hoo! Yeah! So we're going to bring it to a little bit of closure. The most importantly, with spiritual stretching, it is about the breath. It is about harmonizing and breathing in that flow. That life force, sometimes we have to breathe a little bit shallower. We have to ease into a stretch. But at no time is it better to take care of your 13 joints, to allow these energy centers to open up. And when you are stretching your muscles, your life force is changing, your life force is expanding. And if you incorporate your breath and create it to be only about right now, only about you, only about your breath, then your etheric energy plane is allowed to create more ease within the physical, more balance in the physical, and allowing your spiritual energy, which is this beautiful life force of within, through, and around your breath. So yes, stay hydrated, my friends. Use that beautiful water. And live enthusiastically. I am so grateful you watched. Check the description box below. There is more information for other links on how to enhance your vibration and raise your life force energy. I said that backwards. It is raise your vibration and expand your life force energy. Yes, I am the Wellness Hero. My name is Brian. I am grateful and honored you have watched Spiritual Stretching. Namaste.